In this video, we're diving into how to properly secure your VPS after you spin it up. Specifically, how to lock things down with SSH, set up a firewall, and make sure backups are actually in place before something goes wrong. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you build your first website without breaking things, stressing yourself out, or accidentally leaving the front door wide open on your server. Now, if you've just launched a VPS on Hostinger, or you're about to, this is one of those videos you really don't want to skip. Security isn't the fun part. It's not flashy, but it's the difference between feeling confident about your setup and constantly wondering if you messed something up. So let's walk through this calmly, step by step, the right way. Why securing your VPS actually matters. Here's the honest truth. The second your VPS goes live, it's on the internet, and the internet doesn't wait. Bots scan news servers constantly. They're not targeting you personally. They're just checking for open doors, weak passwords, default settings, stuff that's easy to exploit if you didn't take 5 minutes to lock it down. So this doesn't mean that your server is unsafe by default. It just means that when you move from shared hosting to a VPS, the responsibility shifts a little bit. You get more control, which is great, but that also means you're in charge of basic security. The good news? You don't need to be a security expert. You just need to cover the basics. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Understanding what you're securing without getting too technical. Here we're focusing on 3 things. SSH access, how you log into your server. Firewall rules, what traffic is allowed in and out, and backups. What happens when something breaks? If you get these right, you're already ahead of most first-time VPS setups. SSH, your front door to the server. Let's start with SSH because everything else builds on this. SSH is how you connect to your VPS remotely. Think of it like the keys to your server. If someone gets access here, they can do real damage. If it's locked down properly, you're in great shape. Now, when you first create a VPS on Hostinger, you'll usually get root access. That's full control. Powerful, but also something you want to protect. Passwords versus SSH keys, and why this matters. So a lot of people start with password-based SSH login. It works, but it's not ideal long-term. Passwords can be guessed, especially if they're reused or not as strong as you think. SSH keys, on the other hand, are much harder to mess with. Here's the simple version. A password is something you know. An SSH key is something you have. When you use SSH keys, your server only lets you in if your device has the correct key. No key, no access. This alone cuts out a huge number of automated attacks. Setting up SSH keys on Hostinger. Now, Hostinger makes this part pretty approachable, even if you've never done it before. Inside your VPS dashboard, you'll find SSH access settings. This is where you can generate a new SSH key, upload an existing one, manage which keys are allowed. Once your key is added, you can log in without typing a password every time. Feels weird at first, but it's actually safer and more convenient. Now, after you confirm key-based access works, you can disable password-based SSH login entirely. And that's a big win. Limiting root access. Optional but smart. Now, this step isn't required, but it's definitely worth mentioning. Instead of logging in as root all the time, you can create a regular user and give it admin privileges. That way, even if something goes wrong, root access isn't being used constantly. If this sounds like too much right now, that's okay. Just know it's an option that you can come back to later. The important part is that SSH access itself is secure. The firewall. Deciding what gets in. A firewall controls which ports on your server are open. Open ports are like doors. If you don't need a door, it shouldn't be open. Hostinger includes built-in firewall management, which is great because you don't have to configure everything from scratch. Common ports you actually need. For most websites and apps, you only need a few ports open. Port 22, SSH. You might change this later, but start here. Port 80, HTTP, web traffic. Port 443, HTTPS, secure web traffic. That's it for basic setup. If you're running something special like a custom app or a database that needs external access, you can add rules later. But don't open things just in case. That's how problems happen. Setting up firewall rules in Hostinger. Inside your VPS dashboard, Hostinger lets you manage firewall rules visually. This is where you can allow traffic on specific ports, block everything else, and apply rules instantly. Start simple. Allow only what your server needs right now. You can always adjust later. If you ever wonder, do I need this port open? The safe default is no. DDoS protection, what you don't need to worry about. Now, one thing worth mentioning is DDoS protection. Hostinger handles a lot of this at the network level. That means you don't have to configure anything special just to be protected from basic traffic floods. This is one of those background features that quietly does its job. You don't need to touch it, just know it's there. Monitoring your server without obsessing. Once your firewall is set up, you might feel the urge to constantly check stats. Hostinger gives you tools to monitor CPU usage, memory usage, disk space, network traffic. And these are helpful, but you don't need to stare at them all day. Backups, your safety net. Now let's talk about backups. Backups are how you turn a disaster into a minor inconvenience. Hostinger includes free weekly backups with VPS plans. This is great, but you should understand what that means. Weekly backups are automatic snapshots of your server. If something goes wrong, you can restore to a previous state. This isn't the same as having real-time version control. It's more like a rewind button. And honestly, for most personal sites and small projects, this is more than enough. Manual snapshots, extra peace of mind. In addition to automatic backups, you can create manual snapshots. This is perfect before major updates, big configuration changes, installing new software, restoring from a backup without panic. Restoring a backup in Hostinger is super straightforward. You pick the snapshot, confirm the restore, and the server rolls back to that point in time. Yes, you'll lose changes made after that snapshot. That's normal, and that's the trade-off. But your site comes back online, and that's what matters. Using the browser terminal safely. Hostinger includes a browser-based terminal, which is incredibly convenient. You can log in as root and run commands without setting up anything locally. This is great, but remember, with great power comes great responsibility. If you're not sure what a command does, don't run it blindly. Copy-paste mistakes happen, so take your time. AI tools like Kodee, helpful but not magic. Hostinger also includes an AI assistant that can help with things like checking server status, managing firewall rules, creating backups, and explaining errors. This is useful, especially if you're just learning. Just don't treat it like a replacement for understanding what's actually happening. Think of it as a helpful assistant, not autopilot. A simple security mindset going forward. Here's the mindset I want you to leave with. You don't need to be paranoid. You don't need to lock everything down so hard you can't use your own server. You just need to be intentional. When to revisit your security setup. Security isn't a one and done thing. You should revisit this setup when you add new apps, when you expose new services, when traffic grows, when you start making money from your site. You don't need to constantly tweak things, but awareness goes a long way. Securing your VPS doesn't have to be stressful or complicated. With Hostinger, a lot of the heavy lifting is already done. Your job is just to lock down SSH, keep your firewall tight, make sure backups exist. Once that's handled, you can focus on the fun part, building and growing your site without constantly worrying that something is going to break. Now, if you want to get started with Hostinger VPS, then you'll find a link for it down in the description below. That'll bring you to this page right here where you can click on choose the plan and choose from one of their 4 different plans. They've got KVM 1, 2, 4, and 8, and basically each plan doubles what you get as you go up. Now, Hostinger says their most popular plan is the KVM 2, which is probably more than enough if this is your very first VPS hosting and you're not building anything too crazy. So if you want to get started with Hostinger VPS, we've got that link for you down in the description below. Now, this is an affiliate link, which means we do earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we make videos on how to create websites, explore different website builders, discuss domain names, and so much more, so be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you here in the next video.